In this video, we're going to learn how to automatically remove someone from a product after a certain period of time. When you are doing an evergreen offer that's offered all year round and you only want to give access for 6 months or a year or however long, it's going to be really hard to figure out each person that signs up, when they started, when their time ends, going in and manually removing access. No one wants to do that. So I'm going to show you how to automate that process. Now I'm going to be using ConvertKit, and this is assuming that you have a paid plan and that you already have it integrated with Membervault. So we're going to create a webhook, and so you're going to go to integrations, advanced, and then select the email service provider that you're using. But like I said, for this tutorial, we're going to do ConvertKit. The first step is creating a tag that you want to be the trigger to remove access after that a certain period of time. And as you can see, you have two options here. You can either add member to product or remove user from product. For this video, we're going to focus on removing user from product. So I'm going to add my tag here. It's going to be Shauna remove. And then I'm going to select whatever product it is that I want them to be removed from. So I'm going to go ahead and click on pre-sell your offer. That's the one that I'll use for this video. And I'm going to click remove product webhook. So it says success, check your automation rules to look for the new webhook. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go into ConvertKit to make sure that this was set up properly. All right, so when you're in ConvertKit, you're going to go to automate, and then you're going to go to rules, and then look for the webhook that you just set up. So Shauna remove was the tag that was added, and we also see that it's enabled, so it's good to go. Now we're going to go back to an automation, and keep in mind, since we are talking about removing a user from product, you probably already have an automation set up that triggers out a welcome email sequence, and we're going to build on that automation. Okay, so we're inside of an automation. If you don't have an automation set up, then what you would do is go to automate, visual automations, start from scratch, and then start building your automation. But for the sake of this video, let's just focus on the removal access part. Typically, this is how your automation is going to be set up when you are triggering a welcome sequence when people are added to the product. So let's continue to build onto that so that after a certain period of time, they are removed from the product. Okay, so now we're going to click on the plus button and we're going to choose delay. And then we're going to select delay for a number of days. Now you have the option to do weeks, days, hours, minutes. I have gotten in the habit of using hours. So I'm going to go to Google here, and I want to know how many hours is in 6 months. It says 4,380. So that's what I'm going to plug in here. And I'm going to change this to hours. And I'm going to do add action. And then the next step is we want to add that tag that we just added for the webhook inside of Membervault, because that's what's going to trigger the removal from the product. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the plus sign again, and I'm going to do add or remove a tag. And now I'm going to add that tag that we added into Membervault. So I'm going to click add action. So now what this automation is doing is it's not only sending them a welcome email sequence when they sign up for your product, but it's going to wait for 6 months and then remove them from a product. Now, if you want this to be a year, you would just adjust the time, or, based on however long you want them to have access. So obviously I can't test, waiting 6 months to show you how this is going to work. But what we're going to do is just manually add the tag to make sure that it works. But before we do that, I'm going to go into this test email that I created, and I'm going to go to products, and I'm just going to manually add them to the product. So now I've added myself to pre-sell your offer. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to save member. Okay, so now I have access to that product. Now let's go back into ConvertKit, manually add the tag, and make sure that the webhook removes this email from that product. Okay, so I clicked on that email within ConvertKit. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to click the plus sign, and I'm going to manually add that tag for the sake of this video to make sure that it works. So just by me doing that, it's automatically going to remove them from that product in Membervault. And I just think that that's so cool. That's what I really love about this platform. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and refresh the page and scroll back down to products. And we should see right here that I no longer have access because I don't see that blue check anymore. But let's also double check by scrolling down and clicking on activity log. And as we can see right here, they were removed from the product. So we know for a fact that the webhook worked. So that is how you can automatically remove access to a product after a certain period of time using webhooks.